Genderswag. It's Genderswag. It's Genderswag. It's Genderswag. It's Genderswag.
If you are a girl and you look like a boy, take it on the stride with the lights to be short. Keep your head up high and repeat after me. I'm okay with me, so I don't mind you.
You know it's hard to make it through when all your pain, it just seems to swallow you. But don't you worry, because love is on her way. She sent her message to hold on another day.
Hello, world, and welcome to the very first episode of Genderswag TV. I am your host, Scandelle, the founder and creative director of Genderswag, the new movement. We're all about equality and bringing folks together. Our motto is, I'm okay with me, so I don't mind you. And here to demonstrate that today, we have a diversity of our LGBTQ and allies, all from the world of hip-hop. And we want to go around table, show the world your love. We have the luscious
B.DOT DILLENGER, the boss lady, the Trini Fox of hip hop.
My name Ace the God from Harlem.
RENO, Queens.
Rick the Roy representing Queens Level Out Entertainment. You already know.
RAHRAH GABOR holding it down for Dark City, Brick City, 97 Trade, 7 Trade, Deuce, we in the building.
REEZ La Una, Newark, New Jersey, 400 bucks.
KAMAU, KENYATTE, DC in the building.
SWANNY River, producer, engineer, RWS Radio, the voice of the underground.
All right. I want to thank all of y'all for coming out and representing Genderswag. I'm so proud to be here today and having this show be the kickoff for our TV portion of our movement, and I couldn't be more thrilled. I want to start with BDOT. I have a question for you, love.
Yes, baby.
Now, you say Foxy Brown. Tell me what's the connection with Foxy for the people who don't know?
Foxy has been my best friend for 20 years, and she's given me a wonderful platform to stand on as her assistant. So I went through being her fashion stylist, fashion creator, to being now her personal assistant.
Wow. Were you recently on tour in Switzerland?
Yes, I was.
Did you open for her?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about that. I wear another hat. I'm also her hype girl from time to time.
Wow. Yes. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes. So we're going to pass the mic just a little bit. I want to get these two brothers over here.
Yeah.
And then we'll go around. But tell us a little bit. You mentioned something about live entertainment. What was the entertainment?
Level Out Entertainment.
What? Say it again.
Level Out.
Level Out?
Yeah.
Awesome. What's that about?
It's basically it's an independent label that myself and like two of my friends are putting together right now. That's basically what it is. We're just helping like a lot of unsigned artists in our neighborhood, like the younger kids that want to do music. Because growing up, me and my brother, we basically did on our own. You know, everything from studio time to engineering, we did on our own. So we want to provide that help for kids who also want to be in the music industry, so they, you know.
That's a beautiful thing. And of course, you know, Genderswag, you guys were just introduced. They taped the show earlier with a mogul over here, SWANNY River, and they were gracious enough to come and extend their time. So thank you for that.
Of course, no problem, no problem.
Okay. And your brother, let's hear from your brother.
How you doing today?
Fine, and you?
I'm good.
So what I want to ask you guys real quick. Now, you came together today. Genderswag is here. How do you feel about the combination of the gay and the straight musicians, whatever genre, working together?
I feel like music is music, like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's all about beautiful music and coming together. Because, look, Kanye West and, what's the other guy name? Did a song together. Like, it's all about music. Like, music has no color or shape, size, none of that. Like, we listen to it. So music is music. And
it should be about the artist and what they represent and and more importantly, what they bring, you know, to the table, correct?
That's true.
That's wonderful. Now, I want to shift back over to the gentleman sitting behind BDOT. Can you reintroduce yourself? And I'm sorry we skipped you earlier. Can you tell us what you...
My name is Ace.
Ace?
Yes.
And how you doing today, Ace?
I'm doing very well. How are you on yourself?
Good. And thank you for coming on the show today.
No problem.
What's it like being with such a fabulous superstar on the rise?
You know, I can't. It's a good feeling. You get a kick
Speak
out
like
of it.
you mean it, baby.
It's a good feeling. You get a kick out of it.
You get a kick out of it
every time. You know, it's nice, a good experience.
Good. Now we're gonna shift over to RAHRAH GABOR. Now, RAHRAH, I love your music.
Thank you so much.
And you know what I really enjoyed about you is the fact that you spit gutter intellectually, and you definitely have a flavor that's universal. I like that you have a no holds bar approach to your lyrics. Double Dutch is my new favorite, and it reminds me, and I'm showing my age, Little Kim, How Many Licks? It's got that kind of afterglow. So tell me about Double Dutch. What's going on with that track? How were you inspired? Who's your producer? What's going on with that track?
Okay, so I was working with this guy out of Philly named Matt Pat, white boy, dope as fuck.
Okay.
He's a house music producer, and he's delving into hip hop. So he was like, "Yo, I got some hip hop beats that I really want you to fuck with." He was like, "But I really want you on this house track." He wanted me to like do a little singing, talking, rapping, you know, whatever on it. But then when he sent me the Double Dutch beat, I was like, and it sounds like gunshots. He actually named the beat Gunshot, right?
Okay.
But when I heard it, I was like, I was like, this sounds like Jump Rope. Like, this shit sounds like
Double Dutch.
Exactly.
Okay.
And so I started feeling it that way. And basically the idea behind the song is it's really about like being empowered within your feminine spirit, right? So it's whether you're a bottom, you know, or whether you're a grown woman, whether you're trans or whatever have you, you know, just being yourself unapologetically and being unapologetically feminine in that, but still being gutted with it. So, and, you know, Double Dutch is something we play in the projects, you know, growing up, you know, and all that. And I actually wasn't one of the little boys that used to jump rope. I used to sit back and want to jump rope, right?
Right.
So being on this track was actually like,
your chance to
my
finally
chance
get
to
out
in the
there.
rope, you know what I mean? So that's how it was.
That's awesome. That's awesome. What's going on with you now as far as, I mean, I was really just smitten with your whole thing. You have this really dynamic approach to your music. What's next for you? Where can people find you? Give us the whole rundown. Do you have an Instagram?
Absolutely. So, I mean, people can find me on Instagram at RAHRAH GABOR. That's RAHRAHGABOR. Same thing on Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud. I'm all over there. I'm basically prepping the release of my second project, which is entitled Brave New World Order, and that's slated to come out at the end of this month, going into the beginning of next month.
Okay, that's great. And Brave New World Order, really quick, that's sort of a tie into Double Dutch in what way?
Okay, so what Brave New World Order represents to me is the coming together of all of these different entities, right? So you have black, white, gay, straight, queer, trans, everything, right? It's becoming harder and harder to differentiate between everybody and see who's who, what's what, right? And I mean that sonically, and I mean that visually, you know, and sound-wise as well. So, I mean, so lifestyle-wise as well, right? And so it's like all of these different things coming together. And for me, I'm ratchet as fuck, but I'm bougie. I'm an intellectual. I'm a street nigga, and I'm gay. So it's like that's the Brave New World Order. It's like just me being myself and just putting all these different elements out there. So Brave New World Order represents all of those things. It's a composite of just everything that makes me an artist.
Fabulous. So pass the mic to the person sitting next to you.
Right here.
Look, I haven't heard anything from you, but I'm in love with you, so make it happen. Tell them again who you are.
I'm REEZ La Uno.
REEZ La Uno?
Yes.
Hi, REEZ La Uno. How old are you, boo-boo?
I'm 22.
22?
Yes.
Okay, so how long you been spitting?
Only for 1 year.
Only for 1 year? How did you come into the scene? Was it SWANNY?
No, actually.
Oh, okay.
Well, this right here, RAHRAH helped me out.
RAHRAH hooked you up?
He introduced me to this.
Uh-huh. And what's your track? What's your latest release?
My latest release is 50 Shades of Grey. That's my last song I did.
Really? What's that all about? The movie version or what? The book version?
Actually, I wrote the song without seeing the movie or reading the book.
Okay.
And so happened when I wrote the song and then seen the movie, it still kind of...
Because we know it was on your mind, right?
I seen the preview of the movie, so I kind of had an idea of what to write down.
Right.
And I made it go. And for the most part, a lot of people like it. A lot of different type of people. Even though it's a subtle song, it's a nicer song. It's not a hood song. But hood people like it, and older people, grandparents, kids. It's a song for basically everybody.
Don't look straight at me when you say that, by the way. No, I'm teasing. So where can we find you? Where's your music right now?
Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud. It's all the same at REEZ La Uno, REEZ LAUNO.
Okay, that's awesome. And you guys check REEZ La Uno out because I get a good feeling. Let's pass the mic on down. Hello, gorgeous.
What's up, dude?
How are you?
I'm so good right now. I'm on TV.
You see, you're on Genderswag TV, darling. Thank you so much for being here.
No, thank you for having me.
Yeah, I fell in love with your music as well. In fact, this is a love fest, in case you didn't know. But I fell in love with your music, and what I really liked about you was the Drake similarities, and we're going to talk about that when we come back from our break. Okay. So hold that thought. Genderswag TV. We'll be right back. Carry things back to our young artist over here, whom I had a chance to listen to last night, in fact, and a little bit the day before. Why don't you give them your name once again?
KAMAU KENYATTE, DC all day.
DC all day. KAMAU. Now, I don't know how the reference will feel for you, but when I heard your music, I thought quickly of Drake.
Okay, I'm cool with that.
Are you cool with that? I thought you might be. Here's the deal. How do you feel with that comparison? And I want to get like a little bit of a round table going here, just a little bit. But with today's artists who are contemporary top 40 in the hip hop genre, Drake and all of these guys, do you think that it's hard for out LGBT hip hop artists to get a break?
No, it's all in your perspective of how you looking at it. I mean, it could either work in your favor or it could work against you. You being an LGBT artist definitely has you stand out. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely something, a tagline. Oh, this is a LG, BT, help me out here. LGBT. I'm sorry.
I know there's a lot of letters and it's getting more elemental P by the day.
And they added a Q just yesterday. I can't go. Okay, but
respectfully,
just having that, it definitely adds something to you as an artist. It adds another dimension. It adds another, something to your whole branding.
Here's my take on it, and to carry over what you just said. Back in the day when hip hop first started, there was an element of authenticity to what you were spitting. You had an experience by listening to these artists, and it, was not something that was new to people. And I happen to think that the LGBT artists can bring that new flavor because our experience is new. And the struggle is, at its, we're at a definite peak point right now. I do agree it should never be used as an excuse for failure. Don't blame the industry for you not succeeding. As a matter of fact, I think it should be you succeeding with what you got, no matter what. That's a real hip hop story. Am I correct? Well, whatever you got, you use it and you work it.
I mean, it is 2015. It's a new era and it's a new day and age. You know what I'm saying? We have people out here in the media and social media that's really breaking down boundaries for us. But I'm just gonna keep it real and say, all these artists out here that's out here doing stuff right now, and the artists that's been out, all of them ain't straight. LGBT ain't nothing new in the game. Like, it's not like, oh, we LGBT, so we just came out this year. Like, seriously? Nah, I'm not buying it. No. All these people, all this music has been made over like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, and you mean to tell me that just now people are just coming out LGBT? No. Now it's starting to accept it, and now it's starting to be, people are becoming real with themselves. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, we becoming more real. And that's just what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Well, thank you
it's
for
no
that.
LGBT, new artists, and it's a new thing or new wave that's sweeping over the music industry. No. It's always been there. It's just
Yeah.
Now it's becoming people are real with themselves, they're real with their lifestyles. Instagram ain't gonna let you get away with nothing. Social media's not gonna let you get away with nothing. It's always somebody flagging a picture or something like that of something that you've been doing, so you can't hide it. So you gotta be real with yourself nowadays, and I'm appreciating the realness.
Well, thank you for that.
I'd like to touch on that if you don't mind.
Sure.
I would like to touch on that because there are still stereotypes and there are still phobias. And as much hard work as we put in as LGBT artists, doors are still being slammed in our face. That's the side that you guys don't see. I'm on another aspect of it, so I get a chance to see those. There are many meetings that I sat down with some top names. And they were just like, not right now. We're not looking for you. And then I had people that were okay with me being transgender that walked me through the door to get me to those specific places. And then when I got there, it was like, no. You know what I mean? And it takes a woman, such as Foxy Brown to actually say, you know what, you're my friend. And even know that I think that they're not ready. It's not about what they're not ready. Like, I love you for being you. And sometimes, they need to take chances. They need to take risk. Caitlyn Jenner, I love because he took a risk. She took a risk. You understand what I'm saying? And that's opening up a new door. Laverne Cox was a risk taker. You understand what I'm saying? And she started off as an activist. She didn't start off as a actress. I'm sorry, excuse me. And she actually came up under the other young lady, which I'm not too sure of her name. But it's just the way that the ball turns, you know what I mean? And how serious you are about your craft. There's many a nights that I cried. There's many a nights that I was just like, I'm not doing it. I can't go any further. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to give up rap. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had people tell me, like, you're so good with fashion. Why don't you just remain a fashion stylist? And I was like, I want to conquer music. I want to do something different. I want to do something different that I think that's not done in my community. And at the present moment, it wasn't even about my community. It was about me and fulfilling my dreams and what I was going through personally as a person. Family members, like, friends laughing, you want to be a rapper. Like, you just turned into a transgender. Like, they don't understand. A lot of people don't get it. They don't get it. And because I'm channeling the transgender aspect. See, it's different when you're considered a butch queen rapper such as yourself, RAHRAH GABOR, because it's still accepted. Like, you could get rough and tough and you can blend in with the boys and like you could smoke a blunt with them and stuff like that. Me, on the other hand, it's like nah, we're not touching that. So a lot of times I'm by myself. And if it's not for my best friend Foxy Brown, like, we just had a conversation the other day. She said, B, I don't do anything less than. Everything that you touch is going to be top of top. But at the same token, when we're not together and she's doing her own thing and she's handling her own business, Brittany, B.DOT Dillinger, I still have to do what I have to do. You understand what I'm saying? Like, she's not here with me side by side to be on this show. I have to step up and be who I need to
represent.
Be. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, I do.
So it's a lot. Like, you know what I mean? And it's a door needs to be open. Lee Daniels took an opportunity. He opened doors to change the world, to change the game. We need more people like that. Don't focus on the gender. Focus on the artistry. You understand what I'm saying? That's most important. You know what I'm saying? Look at Frank Ocean. As soon as he came out, we don't hear anything else from him. Now he's overseas somewhere trying to do his thing. You know what I mean? And the sad thing about it is they don't want to see us out. Because a lot of people don't want us to be ridiculed, and a lot of people don't want to be the first to say, I dealt with the first LGBT artist, because now you're either associated with being gay or you in the closet. Like, a lot of people deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just saying, listen, I'm a manager, I'm an engineer, I deal with music, and I'm focusing on music. It has nothing more, nothing less. I think that they're great people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that,
like Homeboy said, music is music.
Music is music. It shouldn't have a color, but we are still, we're still being like ostracized.
I really appreciate all of you guys for bringing that forward. I would like to take a minute to just say that Genderswag, our organization, is about bringing the gay and the straight musicians together. And so what we want to do with that is show the world that there is no difference by asking you guys, share that stage. I'm not going to say when I introduce you this, that's up to you. You know what I mean? I want people to buy your music, you sign your autographs and whatnot, and let them come to you, but in a neutral zone where you spit, you do your thing, and you be who you are first and foremost. So we're having a concert series, our very first one, in August, next month at the Brooklyn Community Pride Center, which is at 4 Metrotech, downtown Brooklyn, every Thursday night between 5 and 7 p.m. Any artist that steps up, you can send me your materials to GenderswagU, that's GenderswagYOU at gmail.com. I'll take a listen to it, put you in a format. Every Thursday, we have 4 Thursdays to run that place. So you can sign up on any of those dates and we'll put you out there. You'll be televised through the program. We'll blast you over our international network. We'll get your picture in the photo campaign. Membership is free. Just send a selfie with your personal quote for equality, along with any professional photo credits and music links, and you're in. That's all it takes, because we're not about, getting in your pocketbook. We want you out there live and for real. So I want all y'all to sign up for me, will you?
Yes, we will.
Okay. So the conversation and what we were discussing before that amazing performance. Now, as artists who are allies to the LGBTQ community, what's your take on the industry and our struggle and all that? I know that you guys spoke briefly about that, but tell us your story. How did you guys get into what you do and your manager? Because I want to bring that. I love that. How did you guys meet? And tell the audience why I said that, because your manager is LGBTQ. Okay.
All right, it's actually a long story, cause I'm from an island, right? I'm West Indian, so growing up, you know what I'm saying? The whole LGBT thing, yeah, it was perceived as negative, I guess you would say. You know what I'm saying? So
Gully, isn't that where the kids are in the Gully community?
So
which is a homeless
when I came to America as a young child, you know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of friends. Some of them end up, when you grow up, you actually find yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some of my closest friends, you know what I'm saying, end up, they being gay. So it's that's still my friend. You know what I'm saying? He's not a different person. He still got the same mentality. I could talk to him about the same things. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of changes perspective of everybody. You start to see something differently. Maybe what they were saying, you know what I'm saying, is not that true. And I met my manager. I knew her for a few years now. She's one of my best friends now.
Can you say your manager's name for us?
I don't think she want me to call her government, but we call her T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Government.
We call her T.
Okay.
And it's just a whole different light. Everything that everybody say is just false. It's all negative. You get what I'm saying? And I'm saying with you, great people, very smart, intelligent people here talking, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like everybody's equal, and that's how my mother raised me personally. I feel like everybody, I treat anybody how they treat me. It doesn't matter, a dog or cat. If you bite me, I'm gonna bite you back. So at the end of the day, I'm all about equality, period. It doesn't matter. That's how I personally feel.
And pass the mic so your brother can chat.
Sorry, could you repeat that one more time?
How do you feel about the experience of coming together with your manager and piggyback what your brother just put out there?
How do I feel? I mean, it's a great feeling. I wouldn't change it for the world.
Get that Barry White bass right up in there with the mic, baby.
I wouldn't change it for the world, Like he said, growing up, coming from the islands, it's basically taught that, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a sin, I guess. The Bible, that's not what it says in the Bible. It's okay, did you write the Bible? But, it's like when you actually have interactions with, you know what I'm saying, with members like the LGBT, you know what I'm saying? It's I bleed, you bleed, So why am I treating you any different? If you will feed me when I'm hungry, why should I not feed you when you're hungry? And it's just, that's it. Like you said, equality. It's all about equality,
Being equal.
It's a lot of people are just closed-minded. I said a lot of people have to be open-minded, and you just have to accept it for what it is. Not everybody's the same. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to judge you because you sitting over there and your nose is different from me. So why should I judge you because, you know what I'm saying? Because of your gender preference. That's not my call, and I'm not a judge. I don't hold a gravel. I'm not there to tell you what to do with your life. We're just here to, you know what I'm saying, make it easier.
Can I just say something? If everybody on Earth was the same, this planet would be very boring.
Super.
Boring.
Yep, I say that every time.
Keep that flow, Swanny.
What's up?
How you doing, Swanny River?
I'm good. Hey, what's up, y'all?
Hey. This is a man who has real history in the hip hop community.
Yeah.
Please let people know what your story is about. And I know it's intense. I'll buy the book when it comes out, but give us a short version.
I always wanted to write a book. I mean, I've been in the game for a long time. I mean, I've been doing this since the age of 10. Like, what do you want to know?
Oh, okay.
I'm an open book. You can ask me anything.
Now, as far as you being who you are and what you've seen and what you've heard, what do you feel about the A-listers who are up there? We know what the T is with them. I mean, I'm not asking you to name names. I just want to know, because you've been a brother that's been doing your game for a long time. And I've heard your music. I've heard your beats. I've listened to your artists and the magic that you create. And I'm seriously new to the Genderswag thing, wondering why is there such a gap between the A-list and a brother like you? What's your take on that?
Well, I mean, I was engineering for, I'm not going to say the name.
Okay.
Right. I was doing some engineering for some people back in the day. And when I came out, they told me, okay, so we don't want our name attached to this, so you got to go. But I got to engineer one song that everybody knows. I'm sure everybody knows.
What's that, boo? Which
The
one?
Symphony.
The Symphony. The Symphony. I got to engineer that song. But, okay, they took my name off of it.
Because you weren't out.
Yeah, because I came out. And they didn't want to have anything to do with it. But the song was already done, so you can't redo the song. What do you think? You're gonna have gay on the knobs and stuff? Are you serious? So it is what it is.
You know, it's interesting because I can't help but see the comparison between the African American civil rights struggle and our struggle, and how the regurgitation of that is sort of mirroring our struggle. And yet I also say a denial overall about the connection. And I find that really interesting, and it's a play on how the oppression of others repeats itself. When people so-called get to a certain status or whatever, they turn around and, start hitting the people they think fall underneath them at that present time, which I will also add exists in our community, in my opinion, with our trans brothers and sisters.
I don't like that, but I get it.
So I want to say this. What's happening with you, with your mogul empire that's building? Tell me about your radio show, your TV show.
Okay, my radio show. My radio show is, I want to say 85% LGBT hip hop and R&B, and the rest is the rest. My show, I feel like I need, it's like my mission to have trans, gay. I need people to hear them, because I hear these songs every day, especially these guys. I mean, I need the world to hear them, and everybody's just everybody will just like, I don't want it because of the word gay. Leave that alone. So what? So what? It's the music. I love what you said. Music is music, and so my show is like every Fridays, 10 o'clock.
Radio show.
My radio show is every Friday, 12 o'clock on RWS Radio.
10 or 12?
Huh?
Is it 10 o'clock, you said? Or?
10 p.m.
Okay.
10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Okay. RWS Radio?
RWS Radio, rws.alldigitalradio.com. Or you can go to my website, rwswannyradio.com.
And where can people hear some of that tasty music that you produce?
SRMG1, the number 1.bandcamp.com. I have a lot of tracks on there. You can go to my SoundCloud, Swanny River. Everything is Swanny River.
What
beats? Hold on, my phone.
Sure, go ahead.
What beats do you produce the most? Like what
Say that again, speak up.
Like, what type of genre beats do you produce? Like,
Hip-hop.
mostly
Hip-hop is my
in general.
life. Yeah,
Okay.
hip hop. Let me tell you,
Because you know,
something.
within
If you
hip hop,
plug
they
me
got
beats-
so many
beats
different
and
sounds.
beats,
You know.
stuff come out of my.
So if these brothers want to work with you, you
I'm
down
down.
with that?
Of
You
course.
don't
Hell yeah.
discriminate.
I don't discriminate.
Okay,
Hell
see.
yeah.
I like the underground artists. I mess with the underground artists hard.
After you say something, I want to say something.
Yeah. You know, I like what y'all said, right? And I think that is dope that you all have that outlook, right? Because a lot of dudes don't. But I think that, you know, it's deeper than just gay and straight, right? Or like queer, trans, or bi, whatever you want to call it, right? What it is really is we live in a heteronormative society, right? And so this society in which we live in is all about the, you know, proliferation of heterosexuality en masse, right? So it's like if you don't put forth the images of what heterosexual people want to see or hear, then it becomes null and void, right? And so, like my experience, like you mentioned, you were like, oh, as a butch queen, it's easier for you. No, right? I think, honestly, in my experience, I felt like it's easier as a trans woman to be able to break through, right? But I'm going to tell you why. Because for me, it's like, I'm very gender flux, right, in terms of the way I present myself when I'm not a teacher, right, because I teach kids for the record, right? And so when I'm out in the world or whatever, I like to put on skin tight jeans. I like to wear, I got a pair of those. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear heels or anything like that or dresses or anything like that, but I do love my curves and I love to show it off. And so your body, okay? Right. So, you know, when I pump out, I have issues. You know what I mean? And I've had like certain people around me say, "Oh, do you want to wear that to a show? Do you want to do that? I put makeup on when I perform at times, but I'm very conscious of it when I go and perform in front of a largely straight crowd. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And because I have to be conscious of it, that's why it's an issue. Like, and it's an issue for us too within our own community, because we have issues with masculinity and femininity that we perpetuate based on these heterosexual stereotypes that are given to us. And it's like, if your man isn't, if your dude is too feminine, he's unattractive, right? And if a dyke or whatever, and I'm sorry, you know, I say dyke because I'm a gay man, not in the pejorative sense, right? But if a butch female is not butch enough, then she's soft. You get what I'm saying? So it's like we play into these gender roles, and it's really, 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 really upsetting when it goes into music, because it's like creativity is supposed to be natural, right? And we're supposed to be able to express ourselves naturally, right? So I'm not going to get up here and talk about bitches on the track because I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? Sexually, you know? So I'm going to spit and be myself and talk about my experiences and the experiences of people that I know to be true and still be myself. That becomes a problem for people too. You know, and I know I just said a lot and it sounds a little bit convoluted, but when you go back and listen to it again, you're going to say, damn, because I'm serious. As a man, right, who is gender flux, who is openly gay, who is unapologetically gay in my lyrics. Now, all of my lyrics are not necessarily talking about my relationships with dudes, but me being me is there. And equality is not just saying, oh, let's take gay out of it. No, equality is saying, let's keep gay there, let's keep trans there, let's keep bi there, let's keep lesbian there, and let us exist together. It's about coexistence, not about, you know, hiding us. Because the push is right now, why do they need to focus on that? You know, and even my mom be like, oh, your music is dope, I love your music, but you know, you don't gotta say that. And I'm like, what do you mean I don't have to say that? Like, that's me. You know what I mean? Like, but who would I be? You know what I mean? Who would I be if I got up there and was kicking some shit and I didn't keep it all the way real? I wouldn't be a buck. Like, I wouldn't be that 100 person that I'm talking about being, you know? So I'm not trying to make anybody feel comfortable, which is why I personally am not interested in a major label deal, because I don't want to give a fuck about how y'all feel. Like, I don't care if you're comfortable with what I'm saying, and I want to be in front of the audience that appreciates that.
And I thank you for that point of view. I have to interject just a quick bit here, because I want to keep the focus now on the kids that are up and coming, who are going to watch this program and who are going to take from it what they're going to take from it. And I want to kind of close things out with a roundtable quick advice to the up and coming hip hop people, what would you like to say to them, starting with you, RAHRAH?
I would just say continue to be yourself unapologetically, and there's a great quote by Dr. Seuss I live my life by, and it's be who you are and say what you feel, because those who mind don't matter and those who matter won't mind. And
Excellent.
That's that, and I live my life by that. So if, me being me upsets you, or if me being me offends you, then I don't need to be around you. You need to be around me, cool. But I have an audience and I have a group of people always out there. So that's what I wanted to mention before, like, about that. It's like, for these kids, like, don't worry about whether or not the industry is ready for you. Create your own lane. Find the kids who are like you, who feel like, yo, he's speaking to us. He's speaking for us. I speak for, the young girls from the hood and the young gay boys from the hood. And I say that in all of my tracks. I speak for bad bitches, period. So, and that's what I represent for. And I mean, for the youth, because I'm not going to say the children, my 17 and up, I'm rated R. You can't listen to me if you're not, if you're not 17. I don't want you listening to me if you're not 17, but you sneak around. Listen to, I was sneaking.
Let's pass it around.
What's the question again?
What would you want to say to, well, honey, you're 22, but the ones just beyond you, like a little behind you coming up? Hold that mic.
What I would basically say is the positivity, it make you feel good, but take the negativity and use it to what you know. Because whether they comment back like, I don't want to listen to this because you this way, or I don't want to listen to it, period, they still listen to it. So
if it's good.
Basically, just take the negativity. Of course, positivity feels good, make you feel good about yourself, but it's the negativity that actually keeps you going. Because whether you realize it or not, like I said, they still listen, whether they like it or not. And that's all you really want is people to listen. They don't have to like you. Not everyone is going to like you, point blank, period.
Okay. Pass the mic.
I say you kill everything and you make them like you. You annihilate everything. Man, woman, children, whoever stand before me is going down.
I hear that.
Swanny.
Me? Oh.
Talk to the children, Swanny.
Listen, you can do it. You can do anything you want. You feel me? Don't let nobody tell you can't do it. All right? And if they do, then you tell them, Uncle Swanny said I could do whatever I want. So if you want to do music, then do music. You want to bake a cake, then bake a cake. It doesn't matter. Do it. Period.
There you go. And BDOT.
I just say stay true to your craft. Find you a support team that believes in you, that supports you, and that's going to help you elevate to the next level, because that's the most important, whether it's a family member, whether it's a friend, whether it's a good associate, someone you work with, your lover, wife, husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, whomever. Because a lot of the times, like, my boyfriend is there to support me. Like, I woke up the other morning, like, just writing rhymes. And he was like, you're waking me up at 6 o'clock in the morning? And like, you really rapping? And I'm like, I'm for real, baby. Just bear with me, please. He's like, yo, I want some sleep, yo. But go ahead. And those are the things that help make me. You know what I'm saying? People that listen to me. People that help encourage me. It makes a difference. It makes a difference. There's going to be a lot of dark and lonely nights where you just doubt, but just don't never give up. I don't care how many doors close in your face. Whatever doors close in your face, there's a million trillion others that's just open. You got to just get up, dust yourself. It's like riding a bike. You fall off, you get your ass back up, you get back on. That's how you learn to be the best that you can possibly be in anything that you decide to do.
That's right.
Please don't mistake my gender, my transition, that it was easy as pie, because it's not. I had to go through the hardships. I had to go through a lot of stuff to be the woman that I am today. And I just say to you, just stay focused, and believe in yourself first and foremost.
Thank you, dear.
To the up and coming kids.
Hold that mic up.
I would say, don't quit. Be you, and the world will adjust. That's it.
There you go.
What I got to say, upcoming kids, like, if you want to do it, like, do it, because not everybody's going to feel your music. Like, not everybody's going to feel my music, your music. But, look, Kendrick Lamar and Future, two different artists, but that don't mean they have beautiful fan bases and they sell shows, you know what I'm saying? So just find your audience, and that's it. Gravitate, like he said. You got to find your crowd. That's it. And do it. Do you. Nobody can tell you not to do it if you give up.
I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for coming out and making my first TV show the most wonderful experience I could have ever imagined.
We gotta thank you.
I want to thank my team behind the camera, Peaches, Kevin Lawrence, Tawana. We got some great camera people here. It's just been everything. SWANNY,
Yes.
I know you are always the machine and the wheels are always turning. So for you to stay and hang around as long as you did, that means a lot to me.
I'm not going nowhere.
Oh, okay. Okay. And we do have that concert, y'all. So I want to remind you, next month, Brooklyn Community Pride Center, 5 to 7 p.m. There's no charge at all for teens, young adults up to the age of 22. And then we have a suggested $5 cover to get in. We want all the artists who have watched this program and those about to hear about it to send Genderswag your stuff. Genderswag YOU at gmail.com. Send me your things. We get you on stage. You got 4 nights to come out and do your thing. We'll have the TV there. We'll have everything for you. I want to say, on my perspective, being the founder of Genderswag TV and 50 years of me out there, you know, doing stuff collectively, that it is all about you being you. The end of the day, when we all say bye to the world, I doubt if anybody's jumping in that casket with you. And I know that's taking it there, but I think it needs to start from there and build its way up. And having said that, look for the people that support you. Pray, because I pray. I don't know. Y'all looking at the makeup and the heels and the pants, but I know my Lord. And I say pray and get your direction, get your focus, and get your support. And Genderswag is there for you. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has been Genderswag TV. I want to thank everyone today for coming out and being a part of this very special day for me. Our first ever episode of Genderswag TV. I'm okay with me, so I don't mind you. I expect to see all your pictures in our international photo album. Will you send me your photographs and become a part of it? You can find Genderswag on the net, of course. We have chapters now in Amsterdam. We have chapters in the UK, California, and of course, New York. It's spreading our message everywhere. We're bringing the gay and the straight together, so eventually that won't even mean nothing. Okay, so that's what Genderswag is doing. You don't have to be a musician to be Genderswag. You just have to be cool. Send us your picture to our email address, which is genderswagyou at gmail.com. I want to give a big up to all the people who came out here today. I'm going to listen to the music that I didn't get a chance to listen to yet, but from a spirit perspective, you guys are awesome. You represent what our message is all about, and I want to say keep being you. And to our brothers and sisters out there, LGBTQT, in those 76 countries that are being persecuted, find us. We're here for you. We'll find you. We're out. Genderswag TV.
I remember the day when you came away. You held me so
the cookie jar, hands in the cookie jar, hands in the 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 cookie jar with blood on his face. Shut your eyes while he loses perfect grades. Round them up, they're not like us. A million days, gives a fuck. It's easy, come on, really nothing to it. Poo-poo, could I? They know how to do it.
Delete, repress, expressions of hate.
Justice for Islam Neto. Poverty repression is not his fault. He told you what to do, now it's in his vault. Female power, homo rights. Female power, homo rights. Sins before God, cause he sees the light. Take the land, it was ours before. You work the fields while he gets the oil. Hands in the cookie jar with blood on its face. Hands in the cookie jar with blood on its face. It's easy, come on. Really nothing to it. Mussolini, they know how to do it. Let me love you like a dictator. 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 Delete, repress, expression. Let me love you like a dictator. Let me love you like a dictator. Let me love you like a dictator. Don't hate. Don't hate. Justice for Islam Neto. 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 Neto.
That's Genderswag. That's Genderswag. That's Genderswag.